Hey there, Coach Maddie's back at it again with some awesome weight loss tips and tricks for you. Today I'm here to tell you to throw out your fat clothes now. So when we are starting a weight loss journey, or we are trying to finish our weight loss journey, there are lots of things that need to happen in order for us to be fully successful, like get all the way there successful. And one of the tricks that I use, and is a non-negotiable for everyone in the Fit Queen community, is to throw away your baggy, fat clothes right now. Now, the reason this is so important and plays such a huge factor on whether or not you're actually going to get to your goal and be able to sustain your goal is because what you need to understand is that the weight that you're holding, the excess weight you're holding, is not the problem, okay? The weight you're holding is actually a side effect of another problem. There's some reason we put on weight, and that reason is what needs to be fixed. And when we fix that reason, the weight will come off as a consequence, okay? So if this is true, if weight is a side effect and there's another problem we need to tackle, that means there's some type of issue or challenge or obstacle that's in your way or ingrained in who you are that needs to be focused on. And so the person who loses the weight is not the same as the person who once had it on them. And so in a way, you're actually having to kill this current version of yourself in order to upgrade, level up, and elevate yourself to where those current issues aren't there anymore and you're somebody who doesn't get weight gain or struggle to lose weight as a side effect of another problem. And so if we're killing this old version of you, okay, the easiest way to start that transformation and get the ball rolling is to throw out your baggy clothes and your fat clothes, okay? You losing weight is going to look different, right? You will look like a different person when you've lost the weight, okay? But until then, we need to make you look like a different person now so you can fully embody this full transformation that you should be going on, right? It's deeper than just surface weight loss. There's other things we want to become, right? We want to become more consistent. We want to be more disciplined, more determined. We want to be able to have habits that can stick no matter what, right? We want to stop binge eating or stress eating or bored eating or procrastinating. That's what I like to say. Those are things we want to adapt along our weight loss journey, which means it's a new version of us, which means this one needs to be left behind. This version of you needs to be left behind, and your clothes need to be left behind. It's a way of killing this current you and being open and ready to elevate to the next level of you where weight isn't an issue or isn't as big of an issue. So that's reason number one. So the second reason that this is so important and that you need to throw out your fat clothes, your overweight clothes, the second we end this video, is because whatever this future you is, whatever you've envisioned or fantasized about, whether it's you walking on the beach without a cover up on, whether it's you taking pictures and not hiding from a camera, whether it's you walking into a room with your chest held high, either way, you do not just become that woman one day, right? We don't go from self-conscious and inconsistent and shy or embarrassed, and then one day those are all gone away, right? We have to work on those as we lose weight to get to her. And so we have to bring her, that future you, bring her or embody her in some sense right now in the present, or you will never just randomly become her. It doesn't work like that. We can't just snap our fingers or wake up one day and we feel completely different. We have to work on how we're feeling every day, and then one day it pays off and we're her without even realizing it, right? So you need to be embodying future you right now. So what would future you do? That is how you act along your journey. You tell yourself, what would future me do right now? WWFMD, what would future me do? And then you act accordingly. And then all of a sudden, once you've done enough acts that future you would do, you now are future you. And how awesome is that? And that would start again with throwing out your clothes, because future you wouldn't wear baggy clothes. Future you would be confident and sexy and want to show off her body and want to show off her hard work. Future you wouldn't be hiding in baggy clothes, wouldn't need these baggy clothes because she's never going to go back. And so that's how we need to start acting right now. And if you want that future you to actually become reality and actually live as her once and for all, finally meet her instead of always just working towards her and never getting there, throw out your clothes, all right? Now the third reason that I would suggest to get rid of all your baggy clothes, maybe not all of them, because maybe they're the only ones that fit right now, and that's totally okay, but either getting rid of them or starting to get nicer clothes that fit you and not being so ashamed and hiding. And I want to demonstrate this reason. This is the most important reason, so listen up. I'm going to demonstrate this reason with a story, okay? So there was this general, and he had his army, and they were going on their way to war. They're going on their way to battle. And they were all in these ships, lots of big ships carrying this army across sea. And when they reached the shore, and they all got off the boats, when they were getting ready to go to the battle, the general said, "We are not going home unless we go home in our enemy's boats." And then he burned all of his soldiers' ships. And so the only way the soldiers would ever get back home to their families is if they won the war, they beat their enemies, and then they took their enemies' ships home. That general gave his soldiers no other choice but to win the war. There was no backup plan. There were no what ifs. You had to be successful, period. And that is the mindset you need to be successful on your weight loss journey. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to burn your ships. You need to get rid of self-doubt. There is no going back. There is no keeping my clothes in case I bounce back and need to wear those baggy clothes again. Burn your ships. Your version of burning your ships is getting rid of those clothes. So get rid of your baggy clothes. Do not give yourself an option of ever going back and needing them again. Because if you're anything like me, after I failed weight loss so many times and gained all the weight back that I lost, I doubted that I could ever keep it off. And so I always kept baggy clothes in my closet because I knew, oh, I'm just gonna need them again one day. And when I finally said, screw it, I'm not living like this, I'm breaking this pattern, I'm throwing out my clothes, guess what? I never needed them again because I burned my ships and there was no plan B. I had to be successful no matter what because there was nothing to go back to. And that is what I need you to start embodying and shifting your perspective to. And so, I hope you took a lot away from this video. I hope you can understand the importance of going into your closet, getting rid of all the clothes that you don't wear, keeping just what you need for that short period of time until we can go down a size, pulling out all the clothes you want to fit back into, putting them front and center in your closet so you always have your goal in your mind every time you open your closet, and or going and buying new clothes that are smaller sizes to push you to keep going. And that, I guarantee you, will skyrocket and accelerate your results because you have just dove in head first. And that is what this journey is all about. You can't half-ass this journey. It will not work. You can't dip your toe in. You gotta dive all the way in if you want this to be successful. And trust me, I dipped my toe in for a long time. When I finally dove head first, it was a game changer and my life has never been the same. And I wish and I hope that you can have this freedom of body confidence and self-love and comfort and being comfortable in your own skin. You deserve that. And if you're serious about achieving those things, take this advice seriously. And I would love to hear about how you got rid of your fat clothes and how that accelerated your results. So thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, comment down below, give me a like, turn on that notification button, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. My name is Coach Maddie again. I have lost over 70 pounds, and every single day I get to help women all over the world along their weight loss journey as well. And if you are in need of some help, if you are interested in the Fit Queen way of weight loss, or you need a kick in the butt, click the link down below in the description, and I will see you next time.